Hey, what's going on, Blueprint Nation? Listen, I know there's times where you go ahead, you log into your Credit Karma app and you see that, oh, wow, you pre-qualify for a credit card or a personal loan or an auto loan just to go ahead and apply for it. And guess what? Denied, right? Many of us has gone through that, right? And guess what? There's a reason behind it. And in this video, we are going to go ahead and talk about some of the misconceptions and some of the things that Credit Karma has been doing for quite some time. And we are going to expose it all in this video. So you definitely want to tune in and let's check it out.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it, cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep.
Blueprint Nation, what's going on? To another dope episode of the Respect My Blueprint Show. This is your #1 personal finance channel. We talk about everything business credit, personal credit, entrepreneurship, how you can level up with the blueprint on all of these topics here, okay? So first of all, guys, let's be real, right? Credit Karma has been lying to us for a very, very, very long time, okay? I mean, a lot of us will go on our Credit Karma app and then you'll see that your credit score says excellent. Go apply for something to see that, damn, you're denied. Why? Because technically your credit score is not what it truly reflects on Credit Karma versus what the lenders actually see, right? So listen, you're not crazy, you're not being misled or anything like that. There's actually a reason behind it. Is because Credit Karma doesn't use the same systems as the bank uses, all right? Credit Karma uses VantageScore credit scoring model, while 90% of lenders right now are currently using the FICO score model. Although that's gonna change in 2026, but hold on, we're gonna further discuss that, all right? So, but you know, a fact that a lot of people not even aware of, that according to Experian, over 90% of the lenders in 2025 still rely on FICO scores for approvals versus the VantageScore. So if you ever been denied and you didn't understand why, that's the reason. And guess what? In this episode, we're going to go ahead and break all of that down for you. Okay. All right. So fact of the matter is, all right, if you are not well aware of this already, that we pretty much has fell for the trap that, you know, the free credit score model that Credit Karma and some other credit monitoring companies has pretty much coaxed us to get into, right? Where you get your credit score absolutely free. But the truth is, Credit Karma's business model isn't about helping you, it's about selling you, right? So the whole purpose of them giving you a free score is that what they're really doing is monetizing your data and promoting third-party credit cards that benefits them. You know, obviously they receive a commission for it, right? They receive, you know, nobody's going to do nothing for free. So in other words, every time that you see pre-approved or you have good odds or anything like that, that's not really based on your real credit. That's not based on your credit report. It's an algorithm that, you know, for the most part, of course, it does reflect on your credit report. However, it's designed to have you go ahead and click on those offers. So therefore, you can go ahead and apply for it. And every time you click on it, Credit Karma gets paid for it as well. Okay. So if your Credit Karma approved card denies you, is because lenders have never used the score in the first place, right? So that's really the reason why most times that if you apply for something with Credit Karma, but when then it redirects you to the credit card or the lender's direct website, it's a whole different ballgame, whole different story. So let's go ahead and further break this down a little more so you guys can understand the different credit scoring models that are out there, all right? So first of all, of course, the one that most of us are probably accustomed to, or lenders are accustomed to, let's put it like that, right, is the FICO scoring model. Now, this is pretty much the real deal right here, guys, right? Because, again, like I mentioned earlier in this video, 90% of banks and lenders use this particular scoring model, all right? Now, of course, there's the other scoring model, which is used by Credit Karma and also widely used by many third-party credit monitoring apps, is the Vantage scoring model. Now, the Vantage scoring model, this is the marketing model right here. Now, the difference between these two scoring models is Pretty simple. Now with FICO pretty much looks at things such as your loan performance and also your risk prediction as well too. Where Vantage looks at your behavior patterns and also trends. So in other words, FICO pulls from real while Vantage is more data driven, right? It's a data driven simulation scoring model. So, in other words, so because of the difference in the scoring models and pretty much how both of them are scored, you know, your credit score on Credit Karma can be 30 to 40 points higher than your true, 30 to 40 points lower than what your true FICO score is, depending on the bureau and the data source. So in other words, if your Credit Karma says 690, your credit score is actually at a 740. All right. So now, if you look at the real numbers, let's pretty much break it down let's break it down, okay? Now, Credit Karma, of course, like I mentioned early in this video, they make money through affiliate commissions. Every time you apply for a recommended card, they get paid even if you get denied, all right? So that's why 9 times out of 10, they push credit cards with high approvals, not cards that's technically going to build your credit in the smart way. So 9 times out of 10, I highly recommend, guys, you know, you want to go ahead and not depend on Credit Karma as your number one source to be able to go ahead and get approved or to start shopping for credit cards. You know, you want to be able to, of course, make sure you do your research first. Make sure you're not applying blindly. All right. Making sure that you know which bureau that the particular credit card pulls from. You know, what's the maximum limit exposure that each credit card provides, as well as the benefits that the credit card provides. Right. So you want to make sure that, of course, it's going to fit your lifestyle, that it is a credit card that you're going to use and not just needlessly applying or anything like that. Okay. So, you know, even banks like, you know, Chase, Capital One, Discover, you know, these platforms, they all give you free scores. Don't match exactly or actually what they use internally, right? A lot of them will push the VantageScore, but again, they're going to go ahead and utilize the FICO score. So they do it basically the same thing like Credit Karma to keep you engaged and control the narrative of your credit and everything like that. So again, guys, it's very important that you don't rely on these third-party credit monitoring apps as the source of you being able to go ahead and get a true reflection of your credit score. All right. As a matter of fact, FICO offers many different versions of its credit scores, and lenders choose whichever ones fits their profit model or their business model. So that's why your car loan score or your FICO credit card score is never going to be the same. All right. Because there's a different version for each one of these. All right. Which, as a matter of fact, you know, if you break it down, you know, there's a different score for mortgages, could be the FICO 2, FICO 4, 5, or auto loans, like I just mentioned, FICO 8, FICO 9. And there's also one that's widely used for credit cards, right? Which is the FICO Bank Card 8 or the Bank Card 9 score. So, you know, by knowing all of these things, this lets you know that, you know, when you access your FICO score and you look at each one of these scores, these are the ones that lenders are going to pull from. And, you know, before you apply, you want to contact a lender and ask them, you know, if whether it's a mortgage, auto loan, or a credit card or a personal loan, you want to ask the lender which scoring model that they use and which version of that scoring model, right? So if they use in FICO, which version of FICO that they're using as well too. So this will allow you to better prepare to see, okay, where you stand at, where that particular scoring model, and this will also increase your odds of approval as well too by knowing this type of information. All right. So, you know, anytime you're preparing for a major purchase, make sure you go ahead and, you know, do the research before you go ahead and just apply. All right. Now, one quick tip that I do want to share with everybody that, again, this is a game changer. A lot of people may not even be aware of this, is that starting in FICO 10T is going to be the newest credit scoring model that's going to be entering the game. All right. But listen, a lot of us probably have heard about it in social media or have heard it through the grapevine. But here's the catch. Most lenders still not going to be using it, right? I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to take a few years before lenders catch up and they implement it into their systems. But FICO 10T, I do want to go ahead and get everybody prepared for it because it is going to be a game changer. It's going to change everything, all right? FICO 10T is going to track your trended data, meaning what it's going to do is going to look back in your past 24 months of balanced behavior, not just your current snapshot. A lot of us, up until now, that has been the norm. That has been the standard practice where, a lender pulls your credit report, they would go ahead and base their determination of approval or denial based upon what's the snapshot of your credit report that at that moment when they pull your credit. Well, guess what? When FICO 10T is released, which it is out, but when it's implemented, lenders are going to see your last 24 months of behavior. So no more are the days of you maxing out your credit card and paying it before the statement due date and things like that, because guess what? Lenders are going to see that. They're going to see that, hey, months that you've been carrying a high risk, a high credit utilization, and right before you apply for their credit card, you want to pay down your balances. That's still they're going to be hip to that, and they're going to know that, hey, you're still going to be considered as a high risk as somebody that's carrying a high utilization for the most part, right? So just want to prepare everybody for that. FICO 10T is going to be more predictive, but again, only about 12% of lenders right now have adopted it. So, you really don't have to put major emphasis or worry about it now. But again, I do want to let you know, as time goes, more and more lenders are going to be using it, and it is going to end up being a game changer for everybody. All right. So as we wrap up this video, guys, listen, I just want to let you know, Credit Karma, I'm not here to go ahead and bash them. They're not evil. I'm just here to expose the truth of them. All right. And I'm just here to give you guys the facts. So I want to see everybody win in 2026. I want to be able to have everybody to be able to go ahead and elevate their credit scores. So, and in order to do so, again, like I mentioned earlier, stop relying on these third-party credit monitoring apps. Stop relying on them. Also be aware of the new credit scoring models before you apply. The different version of FICO, the different version of Vantage, whether it's Vantage 3.0, Vantage 4.0. Like there's different versions of FICO, there's different versions of Vantage as well too. So very important of the scoring models. You ask the lender which scoring model that they're pulling from and which version of it as well too. All right.
Hey, what's going on, Blueprinters? This is a video that I want to go ahead and share with you guys to encourage you guys to go ahead and join the Blueprint community. If you want to go ahead and level up to that next level and building generational wealth, as well as empower yourselves on financial literacy and credit literacy, I definitely encourage you to go ahead and join the Blueprint movement. We have some great things that's coming down the pipeline this year. Many of you guys know my rags to riches story started actually right after the pandemic with that story and my experience during that time frame of me being a successful serial entrepreneur, launching the different ventures that we're launching here. And I felt like it's an obligation for me to go ahead and share it with you guys in my experiences, as well as the trials and tribulations that I was able to learn and overcome. With that being said, guys, definitely go ahead and join the Blueprint community. Tap in with us. We have some major things coming down the pipeline. I'm very excited with the movement. I'm very excited on where we're going. I'm definitely encouraging you guys to definitely tap in and join us. Listen, not only are we going to show you how to generate the wealth, but we're also going to have a good time doing it. All right. So tap on and all right. See you later. Bye.
So, but guys, listen, if you don't understand about all of this, if this was information that's a little overwhelming and everything like that, guess what? Don't worry about it at all. Again, aside from having this YouTube video that you could always replay and have it as a free source of reference, you could also join our free school community where we go ahead and share game and tips like this with a community of like-minded individuals looking to unlock financial freedom, looking to go ahead and build generational wealth. You can do so. The link is in the description. It's absolutely free. We do have a paid community, but I highly encourage you to go ahead and check out the free community first. Take a look around, see if you like everything. And if so, guess what? You'll be able to unlock more of the features and benefits that we offer within the paid community. All right. Also, listen, we're looking to grow our channel in 2026, and we can't do so without your help, all right? Definitely would need your help in subscribing to the channel so we can be able to go ahead and push more content like this. You help us, it lets YouTube know that we're doing somewhat of a good job, and we could be able to go ahead and keep producing dope content like this for you to elevate in the credit game. But other than that, hit the bell notification, hit the subscribe button, and keep following us along in our journey as we're looking to go ahead and impact a lot of individuals in 2026 when it comes to credit, business credit, and entrepreneurship. Super excited to share this video today with you guys. And as always, catch you on the flip side. Take care. Bye-bye.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep, Wesley Paul with Blueprint. This guests are exclusive. Get on and tune in and then learn some new tips about credit, finance, investment. A nice chance to get rich and buy land. Flip it, quick 9 bands. Learn all the skills from Wesley did it. Learn how to build successful business. Run up a mill and get the digits. Run up a mill. Look, safe place where guests are speaking. Based off financial freedom. All facts, no cap, believe it. Podcast, you have to see it.